What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Mobile Suit Gundam Zeonic Front. We left off on mission 9, I believe. So let's just jump right on in and hear the mission brief, and then we'll figure out what we gotta do. What's up, retry?
The hunter.
Are we the hunter or the hunted? Is the question. I don't remember. Probably supposed to be the hunter, but I think we might be hunted during the mission. Maybe. I don't know.
We're getting close to our rendezvous point with the Yukon submarines. Here, we'll separate from our allies we met along the way and continue on. The Odessa defense line has been breached in several areas, and I've been informed that enemy troops are in pursuit. We'll see if we can make it to the rendezvous point first, or if the enemy beats us to it.
They got some gyms, ground type gyms for the record.
We will watch our backs carefully while we proceed. Should the pursuing enemy troops come too close, we'll hold them back and buy time for our allies to flee to safety. We'll head over to the rendezvous point afterward. We will never abandon our allies under any circumstances. Over.
Let's do it! Night visibility is bad and it may rain. The enemy may be using infrared scopes, so be careful. To survive, you'll need to be alert in all directions and strike first. Diversionary tactics will be effective, so use your support equipment wisely. Support equipment, we're just sending it. So, I remember playing this game growing up, and the way that I'd beat some of these missions, the DOMs are very powerful on the Earth for Zeon. Everyone's aware of this. You can clear the map with a DOM squad if you do it right. We're going to try to do that, probably. Right now we only have one, unfortunately. We'll have more later, but for now we just got P.O. Swaggart's DOM squad, but either way. Okay. Salute to the teams for when you hear just send it, right? They're gonna be fine, don't worry about it. So we can probably do something useful here. Do you have night scopes? You don't. Okay, that's fine. Ren Chef, do you have a night scope maybe? You do. So we can drop your silencer for the night scope. Okay. Leave you with the shotguns. Lieutenant Rower didn't do too hot last time because he is the mass production type, and it's not very tanky. I almost want to bring Austin. He has the heavy shield on his Aku 1, which is kind of sick with the shotgun. That actually might play better. The negative is he has a Heat Hawk. So if he does get into melee range, he's not gonna fare as well as Lieutenant Rower would. But Austin will survive longer, which is probably more important. So why don't we just bring the old... I'm a Zaku 1 fan, so let's just bring Zaku 1. We're going to play as Swaggart, and we should be able to handle our own for the most part. We could be setting decoys and doing smart things, but we'll save that for later on in the game when we fight enemies that are stronger. So we'll see. Let's go to information and see... Oh, wait, never mind. Let's do advice, then we'll do information. Oh, there is no advice. All right, no one wants to give us any advice. It's fine. Okay. Allies. We have some Magella attack tanks that have the one-shot cannons on them. We have helicopters patrolling the area. We got tanks. We got ground gyms. Now, the ground gyms, they might have the bullpup machine guns. They could have bazookas. They could have, I think, the missile launchers, too. Like the one that Ground Gundam uses in 8th MS team. They might have those. I don't remember. Or they could have beam rifles. I don't think the game's going to introduce beam rifles quite yet, because if they were, we would be literally screwed, because as you guys are all aware, a beam rifle will kill you instantly because it's beam. So let's go to route setup and just see what's going on here. All right. So we're guarding these guys, and they must make it all the way over here. Just like going from memory from back in the day, obviously like a heavy contingent of enemy mobile suits will be, or enemy forces will be right here, and I think back here. But while you're moving through the forest, if I'm remembering, they attack you from the side over and over again. And like once upon a time, I kind of knew where all the enemies were, so I could set routes up to go hit them before they hit you. But unfortunately, I don't remember anymore. So We actually should make PO Swagger the green team. That way we're on our own over here. And I can like go off the beaten path and patrol these areas. This side, we need to split the team up, I think. Have one go with the tanks and then the other team go and check these areas. And see how that goes. So we probably, let me go back and do that really quick. What's up, Cookie? The long weekend was good. So we went to Tennessee. We went to Gatlinburg for a day. It was busy as hell, but we did some fun stuff there. And the reason we went down was to see our friends, which is what we did, and their kids. So it was a good time. Like I mentioned earlier, we did like 18 hours of driving throughout the whole entire weekend. So it's a little exhausting, but from that perspective, but overall the trip was good. All right, so Ren Chef is going to lead, I think. He'll be the patrol unit. And Austin will stay with the squad. Streamer has IRL friends. You should only have stream friends. I do have IRL friends, believe it or not. All right, so let me see here. That was a lag of the game. PS2's chugging right now. All right, so blue team can go this way. So I want you guys to go here. And then... see, I kind of want them to stick to the outside route. And that way they can try to intercept anything that's coming. And what we can do... I can put call signs on this point right here. So we'll put Alpha right there. This is assuming that Ren Chef survives this long. Because... it's very possible they just get wrecked if I don't switch to them and help them. So, you hate Gatlinburg. Been there once with your parents, and all we did was walk up and down the strip all day. And after our third trip down, you were done, but proceeded to walk it a dozen more times. Yeah, it was very, very busy. We went to Anarchista. Do you know what that is, Kenny? It's like the theme park thing up on the mountain. You take the lift up to or the truck. It was all right. You officially lost all the weight you gained back after moving back to Minnesota. Minnesota? No, Michigan. Wait, what is that, man? Oh my, that's Michigan, isn't it? You live in Michigan, don't you? Yeah, MN's Michigan. I'm going with that. Wait, it is Minnesota. I thought... hold on a second. Oh, I thought you... alright, never mind. MI is Michigan. Yeah, I fucking U.S. citizen here. I know everything, right? Okay, so... but that's good, Cookie. Congratulations. I'm happy to hear that. You think he'd this is really sketchy doing this. I kind of want him to come back with the squad here. You are from Michigan, lived in Minnesota, moved back to Michigan during COVID, then moved back to Minnesota last year. Okay, I knew I wasn't completely off there. Then you're gonna go there, and we're gonna end the route. If we make it that far, we'll call it a fucking win. Actually, no, don't go here. Actually, yeah. And then we did Alpha Bravo. Probably should put Charlie right here. And then we're going to fucking send it after Charlie. But yeah, Kenny, walking the strip all day, that does not sound fun. To be honest with you. It doesn't sound like it was very fun. All right, I need to switch to red team. So red team, you're going this way. I'm not really opposed to letting red team just do red team things, but I think... no, we'll let them just proceed as intended. You know what? No, actually, where's Alpha at for blue team? I can't see that when I'm not on the blue team. Alpha's right there. Okay. We're going to set advanced code. Sorry. Put Alpha there. And then... okay. So we'll go Alpha and then Bravo here. And then we're going to change it to advanced, and we're fucking sending it right at that point, I think. We'll do slow, advance, and attack. So I want you to stay with your allies. Blue team, we're gonna go advanced attack the whole way. You're gonna just send it. You're gonna try to clear everything out as fast as you can as the red team slowly progresses through the map. So we got Alpha there and then Bravo there. Do I have Charlie on the blue team or is it Alpha and Bravo? Okay. Cookie, out of curiosity, do you speak with a like an accent? Like Minnesota? I can't do it. You know what I mean? I'll play as the green team primarily. So their route's okay. You don't hear it when you speak, but you've been told you do. That makes sense. I feel like if you have an accent, you never hear your actual accent, you know, when you're saying it. We'll see how this goes first time. I'm pretty sure you're allowed to lose some of your allies, but the less allies you lose, the better score you get, so. All right. Here goes something. I don't know what it's going to be, but I don't think we're the hunters for the record in this case. We'll be fine though. It'll all work out. It's quiet. Too quiet.
All units, watch for enemies.
You're not getting away.
Yeah, look who it is.
Don't allow a single soldier to escape. If you do, that enemy may come back someday and take you out. Keep that in mind and destroy them all! Huh? Yes, they're the ones. I fought them in the Gobi. Stubborn creeps. I'll put an end to this. It's payback time!
They've caught up to us. All units, protect our allies. Secure a path to retreat.
This feeling, I don't like it. Get out! Stop tormenting me!
I don't know what that's all about for the record, guys. All right, let's roll. Got one. This is like a, you want to hit him as fast as possible here, so we're sending it on my side. Why are people getting hurt already? Come on, Renship. I need you to hang in there, buddy. I'm lost. Help.
Not me, you won't.
Yeah, just keep killing them. Turning my back to the enemy is not a good idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. Alright, let's go help our boy out. Oh. There's a mobile suit here somewhere. Where'd he go? Oh, he's dead.
The enemy. Arrived at operation point. Code Alpha.
Alright, so far so good. Everyone's still moving up okay. The real shit is going to hit the fan here in a second once we get up to where Lieutenant Agar is, which is right here.
Arrived at point. Enemy.
Let's go help them. They're good. Okay. Kick their ass, Agar. Wait, Sharks in Space, wrong team! Yeah, that's why we're using thermal sensors right now. To answer your question. That's why we're actually seeing these guys.
Code Bravo.
Alright, so Agar is up here. We gotta be really careful when we go into this next area. Let's actually circle back really quick and make sure nothing's coming from the side against our tanks. And fuck, they're going too fast. Okay, hold on, we're good. They're at Charlie. They're gonna wait. We want to all attack at the same time, if possible here. Fucking send it.
Charlie.
All right, let's go back them up.
Advance.
It's all tanks here. The gun cannon is the problem. Unfortunately, it can't melee us. It just punches us, so we're good. Oh, Agar's down. Whoa. For some reason, my guy froze in place. What? He blocked my fucking heat saber. Oh no. Get him, boys! Thank you. Spray beam! Blinded him. Okay, so we lost the entire red team right there in one fell swoop. That's not ideal. But I think we're good. Nope, not good. Gyms. So if anyone is like sitting here wondering, well, how the hell are you, why is this so easy? Like, why are we just blowing through this? Like nothing, it's not a problem. The game is meant to be played more than one time. You'll see. We'll find out why later. Just in case anyone's like questioning the game as we've been going through. Because it seems like we're steamrolling most things as we go through. We can admire our squad for a second. Not the black tri-stars, but still a Dom squad of 3. So we're good. There we go.
Enemy retreat confirmed. We won.
Unfortunately, no S rank because the red team died. I'm pretty sure you can't get an S rank if a team goes down.
We succeeded in shaking off the pursuing enemy. Our next step was to hurry to our rendezvous point, and so we parted ways with our allied troops. I'm afraid they'll have to fight even tougher battles from now on, and so will we.
All right, mission 9 complete. I'm gonna guess we're getting a B. Oh, I'll take an A.
Odessa was still reeling from the loss of their communication system. We escaped Odessa and returned safely to California base. Around the time of our return, Captain Shar's Mad Angler Squadron was in pursuit of the Trojan Horse.
What's up, Vanda?
Thanks to Captain Shar, who had observed the enemy ship reaching its headquarters, we finally determined the exact location of JABURO. November 30th. Preparations were underway to assemble all our available units and take over JABURO.
Thanks to the report from the Mad Angler Squadron, we've determined the exact location of the enemy's general headquarters, JABURO. We'll gather all of our battle strength to attack and secure the base. Your mission is simple. Descend to your designated location and bring your area under control. That's all you need to do. If we succeed, all the difficulties we now face will be stamped out, and there will be hope for our future. 2 new members have been transferred here to join us for this mission. I've taken the liberty of assigning them to your unit.
And they're OP. Not yet, but they are going to be OP eventually.
Get the details from your lieutenant commander.
All right, let's save the game really quick. I'm excited for these next 2 squads because they're really strong. All right, next mission, mission 10.
Attack JABURO.
So you got to imagine Sharks in space. He's in a gun cannon with no beam rifle, and we were 3 DOMs. He had no chance to win that fight. Honestly, anything the Federation had in that mission couldn't deal with 3 DOMs. This is just too much, you know?
Thanks to Captain Shar's Mad Angler Squadron, we have mapped the exact location of JABURO. Ever since our arrival on Earth, its whereabouts had remained a mystery.
Also, I mean, we actually, technically, three DOMs and 3 goofs, and then 3 heavily armored Zaku 1s. Like, that's a lot for basic ground gyms with machine guns, and a single gun cannon and some tanks to deal with. So we steamrolled them because we just have better firepower on the first playthrough. The game is, you should play the game twice if you're playing it, because the second playthrough changes vastly from the first playthrough.
Now we are prepared to assemble all available battle strength and crush JABURO. We will descend with other units from the Gao and sneak into JABURO from one of the entrances discovered by our scout unit. Then, as we move deeper into the base, we'll secure positions one at a time. You're all aware that the progress of this war so far hasn't left much room for optimism. But If we destroy JABURO, the enemy's general headquarters, it just might be the turning point to raise the morale of our comrades on other fronts and to crush the spirit of our enemy. I expect you to do your best. One more thing. Lieutenant Sophie and Lieutenant Sandra will join us for this operation. Over.
Okay, attack instructions. I have nothing more to say. Attack, destroy. That is some fucking great advice there. Instructions. Does Iguazu get an upgraded mobile suit? You mean Agar in this case? Hold that thought for this mission. All right, so Lieutenant Sophie and Sandra. Oh, sorry. Wait. Fran and Sandra. Didn't he say Sophie? I swear that he said Sophie. Did he not? Maybe that's her first name or something. Either way, Lieutenant Fran has a Dom with the giant bazooka, which is appropriate. Lieutenant Sandra only has a Zaku 2J right now, or a ground type Zaku. That may be a translation thing there, but later on, she'll be arguably, in my opinion, my favorite character to play as in the game, with my favorite weapon and mobile suit of this game. So, Lieutenant Fran's going to go in for Lieutenant Austin. And let's see, what did Hepner get? She got the 90 millimeter machine gun. Can't talk. And a new Zaku. Okay, you have a Guff B3 now, which makes me a lot more excited. Oh yeah, Shark's in space. He's busted the whole time. Later on. So, unfortunately, you never get the Gatling gun from the Goof Custom. Which is what, I don't know why it's called a Goof B3, but it's a Goof Custom in reality that he's in. And you don't get the physical heat sword, or the physical sword that he gets in 8th MS team. You have a heat saber still. But you get the Gatling gun whenever you drop the large Gatling gun, which is like the other one that, I don't know. I don't know why you don't have the long-ass Gatling gun that you get that they have in the 8th MS team. But either way, the 90 millimeter machine gun is better in this game because you have to stand still to fire this Gatling gun, whereas this you can move. And movement is you don't want to stand still in this game ever. You know what? For fun, we'll bring Lieutenant Rower instead of Ren Chef. It's probably not a good idea because I'm pretty sure he doesn't get extra armor. He does not get extra armor. And I don't believe your allies will actually utilize the combat gear on their own. So we'll do a reloader. We'll do a radar boost, sonar boost. Then we'll just boost everything. A silencer, cool device. Just fucking layer all that stuff up. Lieutenant Fran, you're going to use your... Actually, it's kind of interesting. You use a machine gun on a Dom. But we're going to use your giant bazooka because it's the one-shot weapon. So you're going to get armor. You're going to get a scope. That is it for now. The reloader probably would be super helpful, but just take the armor and the scope for now. P.O. Swaggard, you are still good at this time. Okay. Now let's go hear them talk.
You've got no choice in the matter, but be aware that you're about to enter one tough battle. Since we don't have a map of JABURO's interior, we should keep in constant contact and secure enemy positions one by one as we go along.
Thankfully, well, actually, the negative is we don't actually get to see Char. There's no Zagox, there's no aquatic mobile suits in this game, which would have been really cool, but they're unfortunately not here.
I hear that more than 50 mobile suits are taking part in this mission.
I'm pretty sure JABURO was way bigger than 50 mobile suits.
I'm amazed we've been able to gather that much battle strength. I'm sure the enemy will put up a fight considering this is their general HQ, but we'll give her a try. I'll cram loads of ammunition down their throats. We'll just keep moving deeper and deeper, and pray that the route we take will lead us to their command headquarters. This is our chance to give them a taste of what they did to us in Odessa.
Good Lord, I never thought I would hear the word pray from you.
If it was sure to win us the war, I'd consider selling my soul.
This day has finally come. If only we discovered the base's location a lot sooner.
If only, Nikki, if only.
But there's no sense crying over spilt milk. I'll just do the best I can.
Rower and Austin are my favorite dynamic in the game.
This is a huge mission. Please let me in the attack team. I have to do it.
Plot armor, Sharks in space. is how Zeon lost Jaburo.
We can't use DOP or Magella attack support once we're within the base. Well, I guess that's obvious.
If we're to crush the base, we might as well neutralize the enemy facilities as we go. We'll destroy the lookout posts before they can report our movement. That way, it'll make it much easier for us to advance. I want to avenge my comrades who lost their lives in the Gobi and Odessa.
Manning, I couldn't care less if you have a grudge against me. I'll look after everything on my end. You just make sure to take care of things on your end.
I know that. Don't lecture me, Lieutenant.
Fine. Our objective is to destroy everything in sight and take control of our designated area. If I'm picked up for the attack team, I'm not gonna hold back.
All right, new characters.
I'm Lieutenant Sophie Fran. I'm now fairly used to Earth's gravity, so my combat skills are fine now. It's good to meet you.
Her first name is Sophie. That makes sense.
Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared, but what has to be done, has to be done. After all, I am a soldier.
I'm Sandra. Nice to meet you. Yes, I'm finished with my preparations. I can go anytime.
All right. Of course, there's the wood. Okay, do we actually have routes? We do. So we don't have a map of their interior, but we have a map of their interior because it's a video game. Full disclosure, I don't remember JABURO that well. Yeah, it's a big freaking map. I know we need to get here, obviously, in the end, and this is where the big fight happens. But the way that you get there and what you do along the way, I don't remember. I kind of want to just let the squads do what they're predetermined to do already. That'll probably get them killed, though, because that's just, you know, how... The game routes are usually not ideal. They'll work, but they're not the best. Lieutenant Rower is actually who I'm worried about. Like, Fran and Swaggart will probably be fine in the DOMs, but they're also going to move way too fast compared to the Goof Customs. You know what? We'll let it go the way it is. The one thing we are going to change, though, we're going to do attack. I want full send it the entire time from everybody. And I'll switch back and forth between Fran and Swaggart and try to keep everyone alive. Will they all survive? Probably not, but, you know. Alright, so Lieutenant Rower and Fran will be together. Swaggart will be on his own, so I'll play as Swaggart while these two move up on their own. The 90mm machine gun, I think, is better than the assault rifle. No, fuck it. Take the rifle. Take the rifle. Take the rifle. That's fine. Alright, mission 10. I think we're pretty much ready to go and just see what happens. Worst case, we fail the mission, do it again. Advice. No, we don't want advice. I want information. Just see if they say anything useful here. Mad Angler Squadron, that's Char's unit. JABURO is an underground base. JABURO descent. They drop in from GAU attack carriers. Things don't go well. Lieutenant Sophie Fran, born on side 3, age 24. She had fought in space from the outset of the war, but as the battle on Earth intensified, she was sent to us. She's an ace pilot who will shoot down enemies. Thank you. And Lieutenant Sandra, who has no last name. Born on side 3, age 28. She was sent to Earth at about the same time as Lieutenant Fran and assigned to the Midnight Fenrir. She is a crack shot and is a weapon expert. Who will survive is the tagline of the series, after all, true. Okay. Go. It'll be fine, surely. What could go wrong?
Teams, report current situation.
Blue team, all clear.
Red team, all clear.
Green team, all clear.
All right. All units, move in. All units, move in.
Think thermal's better here? We're gonna play as Fran.
Enemy troops approach the dump. Counterattack! Counterattack!
Yeah, I don't love that you got hurt already, but that's whatever, I guess. What are you guys doing? I had them on attack move, that's why.
Code Alpha.
Alright, I'm gonna play as you for a second. I saw enemy mobile suits, they're dead already. Where the hell is my other Dom?
Enemy located.
Hold on, Fran, I'm coming. Okay, so I'm coming. I hear mobile suits. Kill him! Nice. Shit, there's we should actually help Lieutenant Rower. Those are tanks. It's fine. They can fight tanks. It's funny, these little installations will kill you if they shoot you from behind. Thankfully, they don't really hurt the Dom otherwise.
Enemy located. Careful. The enemy has added reinforcements.
Alright, you guys need to chill. Fran, what do you got going on over here? You're fucking deep in the shit. You're also deep in the shit. Back up, back up. You have literally no ammo. Oh, alright. He's gonna be a hero. He's coming back. Good. Lieutenant Rower's fighting some tanks. Love it. Okay, everyone chill. We're gonna go to the last area together.
Code Bravo.
I went swaggered.
Enemy unit.
Enemy unit.
Surprise!
It's the end of the line. Unfortunately, none of these facilities look like command headquarters. It's more likely a dock for space warships. There's one space warship here. Is this the Trojan Horse? No, it seems somewhat different.
Checking data. The vessel is not found in our database.
Anyone know
though
what this
it is?
is?
A space warship similar to the Trojan Horse.
Huh, a fool's errand.
I'm
An unknown mobile suit is approaching. It looks to be a new model. Please be careful.
Huh?
It appears to be a Gundam type. There's one enemy.
Get him! Destroy everything in sight! Absolutely everything!
Roger.
So, we meet again.
Why, you're...
I couldn't finish you off the other day, but we'll fix that. I'll use this new model to get rid of you! Lieutenant Agar, what are you doing? The mud rock is not complete. Please return! Look what's happening! You want everything to be perfect? If it moves, it'll do.
I love the mud rock. It's such a cool design. I'm pretty sure its name is incorrect in this game, though. Where's he at? I'm gonna kill him. I killed him. That's not good for the record. The Doms will kick ass. They got him.
That's impossible! Gundam... Oh, there's no way Gundam can be defeated!
Confirmed destruction of new model of enemy mobile suit.
All units, retreat! The other units are struggling to keep afloat. All units have started to pull back.
Sorry, bro, you're not Amuro, right? So, unfortunately for Lieutenant Agar, he didn't have his beam rifle again. He only had his cannons, which still one-shot us, but you know what I mean. Still a point.
Despite assembling all the military strength at our disposal, our attempt to move on JABURO ended in retreat. We succeeded in damaging the enemy's new model of mobile suit, in addition to their battleship. But as for the core facilities, our forces simply weren't big enough to secure all of JABURO. I didn't expect the Federation to have this much strength. However, the fact that we were able to do some damage to the enemy's general headquarters should be enough to raise morale among our comrades fighting in other areas and cause unrest among our enemies. But it wasn't without considerable cost. More than half of the mobile suits that participated in this operation were destroyed, along with their pilots. We shall never forget the blood-red sunset over JABURO that day.
So it's called the Blanc Rival. At Abaku, the Blanc Rival has a G3 instead of the Mud Rock. Is Mudrock the correct name for that Gundam though? I think it's a mistranslation either in G Generation Genesis or in this game.
Perfect.
Thanks, retry. I'm not sure which one it is though. I saw he said sorry, bro. No, you're not Amrio. It doesn't have the wrist grenade launchers either. Fun unit and MSGO, high mobility mid-range artillery unit. Right. I do like I like the Mudrock. I thought it was called Mudrock or Madrock. Neither make any more sense than the other. Right. Madrock is how it is in Genesis. That's what it was. I like that Gundam a lot, though. I think it's cool that it has the cannons. So, Melly, so the engineering that goes into Gunpla kits are so cool. You love seeing a part divided up into several little pieces, then you put it together and it looks like one seamless part. It's awesome. Agreed. It is pretty cool. They've come a long way with that, too. Anyways, the Jaburo mission wasn't the cleanest in the world, but we still survived. Even though our secondary or ally or our squad leaders didn't make it, but, you know, our mobile suits still did, so it's fine. Mistranslation of the source like full Bernier, right?
Federation forces had commenced counterattack operations in North America. The enemy's final target was California base.
I will say one more thing though. Right in that fight, during that fight right there, we should have captured the Mudrock and that ship. I assume the reason that didn't occur was we had to retreat because we were losing the fight in Jaburo, so you didn't have time to like drag a mobile suit out. But like, if Zeon could have acquired a Gundam right there, which would have been pretty sick. And the Midnight Fenrir would have a Gundam then, which we could use in this playthrough, which would be really sick, but, you know.
Some time ago, it had been our own target, and now it became the last stronghold for all our remaining North American forces.
You love the shot on the right. It is pretty sick, isn't it? There's a lot of good steals from that opening of the game. Right, also no infantry support, that's true. New mobile suits, supplies, and more sims added. Cool. Save the game. I know it wouldn't have made a difference in the long run, but it would have been cool to get a Gundam. I mean, taking Jaburo would have... I think it would have made a difference in the war overall. Let's see. We are at 37... Oh, we got time for another mission. All right, let's go.
Final defense.
Actually, I take that back. Zeon was losing pretty bad everywhere, though. So, I don't know. Maybe Jaburo wouldn't have made a difference at the end. I don't know. You mean stealing a Gundam? True, that wouldn't have. But just for the sake of the game, it would have been fun to have a green Gundam Mudrock.
As you already know, the Federation forces are aggressively taking the offensive, even here in North America.
So, it looks like we got... Those are just regular gyms, I think. Which aren't too scary.
We have, of course, been put on the defensive, and it's going to be a desperate fight. The enemy is approaching California base, and their attacks against our perimeter are growing more powerful by the day.
So, if Zeon would have been able to steal the Mudrock, we'll just pretend. I don't know where the Mudrock sits in, like, quality of Gundam compared to, like, Grandpa or the G3 or, you know, whatever, the couple of variations the RX-78 goes through. Like, I'm not sure if the Mudrock is it the same caliber as them? Or is it not as strong? I would assume it's of similar caliber because it's still a Gundam, right? Or is it like a Gundam that looks like a Gundam, but it's actually like a gym on the inside, you know what I mean? Probably a bit worse, but not by much. Gotcha. You know how like the ground Gundams are just ground gyms with Gundam heads and some spare parts from the Gundam? Slower than G3, but up armored like the full armor. Gotcha. Yeah. So they could have stole the Gundam. They could have reverse engineered the Gundam. And maybe they could have churned one out before the end of the war, but it probably would have been too late. Right. My favorite part is that right there, Connery. It also has Dom scooting. It hovers like a Dom. Maybe as good as Gramps, but not as good as G3 or Alex because they're upgrades for Amuro, right? The Mudrock is the same frame as Alex, but it needed to have extra armor added to balance the cannon. Gotcha. Fuck Gundam Alex.
I've just been informed that the enemy is about to breach a section of our defense line. We'll head out immediately and stop the enemy from crossing the line. Over.
All right. We have confirmed several gun tanks in the enemy unit. It is dangerous to ignore them. If spotted, destroy them. We have the terrain on our side. Now, be calm and take them out one by one. Gun tanks are scary because they insta-kill you if they shoot you. Let's see. What new toys do we have? You have a new Zaku. I don't care about that, honestly. I'm sorry. Lieutenant Swaggart got a... What is this? What's the Zaku 1B? Zaku 1S. I wonder what that is. Looks cool. But we're going to use it. The Dom's too strong to not use. Put that back on. I like the spray beam. Put that back on. Not that I'm using it enough to matter, but whatever. Unfortunately, Sandra did not get her upgrade yet. Lieutenant Rower did okay there. I'm a little worried if he has to deal with... So here's where it gets interesting. If the enemy sends out gyms with beam rifles or bazookas, Lieutenant Rower is going to get lit up and die. Whereas, honestly, if you're not controlling the unit, they're probably going to die. Because you need someone to maneuver around the bazookas. Beam rifles, you're kind of screwed, though. They probably would have pumped out at least one or two, but they would have seen none to very little use. If anything, they would have been scrapped, right? It wouldn't have been. It would have been too late, I think, at that point. Look at the route. Okay. Good old California base. We're back here again. Unfortunately, all of the weapon installations are destroyed, so we can't use them. Okay, I remember this mission now. So, oh god. Okay, I remember what you're supposed to do here. We got if I'm remembering, there's a massive enemy force right here. There'll be a sizable enemy force maybe coming from right here. Yep. And then over here, I don't remember if there is one or not. Let's see. No, there isn't one over here. So you basically fight your way over to right here where your allies are, and then you post up after that. Okay. I don't think we're gonna want battle codes. Because the whole idea is to make it to your allies as fast as possible. And I need... Okay, so... Let me see here. Let's delete this. And this. And then that's where you're going to chill once you make it. Actually, yes. You're going to... let's see. They can come from that way, and that way. Post up right here. Okay. Red team, let's get rid of these battle codes. I'm probably going to have to play most of this mission. If I'm going to do this like I did it when I was a kid, and that's probably not the best way to do this mission. But our main goal is to get all of our units over to here. Then I'll take a team at a time and go clear out enemies as fast as possible. And then we're going to go... Once you make it here... I can't click on it. Give me the... Game, come on. I want to get on the... I can't hit the damn... Whatever. Go this one. Do that. Alright. Blue team. So, kind of what's going to matter the most here. Blue team is going to need to survive. I'll be playing as blue team, but I can get them killed really easily. Because we have to do something really important at the beginning of this mission that might not work super well. Okay, so where does your route end? Your route ends right there. I actually should have put a red team over there, but it's fine. Little crisscross applesauce. Just stop right there. Okay. All right, who is my blue team? Not you. You are not the blue team. You're going to be the green team. And green team is in the safest starting location, I think. I'm pretty sure they are. Yeah. All right. We want Lieutenant Rower to not deal with too much shit at the beginning of the mission. If Zeon could plug a few learning computers on all their top aces, they would have so much combat data. True. All right. Information. Base defense. There are Magella attack tanks. We got gun tanks, legit gun tanks. We got gym snipers, I think. It's a gym sniper. No, that's a gym sniper. What are you? I don't know what you are. You're a gym sniper, though. It looks like it with the headpiece that would flip down for the lens. Great, love it. All right. This might go well, it might not. My goal is to kill a bunch of mobile suits or a bunch of enemies at the outset of the mission. If I can clear the first set, we'll be all right. But that depends on if I take a stray bazooka to the chest or not, which I probably will, but we'll see. Here we go.
Teams, report current situation.
Blue team, all clear.
Red team, all clear.
Green team, all clear.
All right, commence operation.
Time to die. Guys, helicopter. Someone kill this helicopter. Okay. What the fuck? Oh shit, gun. Oh, god damn it. Come here. Alright, P.O. Swagger. Oh, he's going melee! Back him up! Back him up! Oh! I went in too fast. Let's see if he wins. Let's see if he wins. He's still alive. He got him. Alright, he'll finish his mission now. Good job, buddy. Lieutenant Rower, I don't know what the fuck you're doing over there, but please don't. I don't know what hit. I think the first one got taken out by a gun tank, and then I got beam sabered. I know you shouldn't rush in like I did, and I know this, but that might be a cold district type like you guys said. Oh, thanks, Alt, for the resub. 35 months, 13 in a row. I appreciate it. All right, Jim down. Jim down. Jim not down. Jim down. Jim down. Where's the gun tank? Right there. Got him. Okay. Good job, Fran. We'll go thermals. Anybody else hiding in here? I think we're clear. I'm trying to listen, but they're micro moving. But yeah, thank you for the resub, Alt. I do appreciate it. Alright, I think we're okay over here. We're gonna just sweep the area really quick. I'm gonna reload at the worst possible time really quick also. The joysticks on this bootleg PS2 controller really suck. I'm really bummed that my nice ones don't work anymore. Or my original ones don't work anymore. Well, there's what's left of P.O. Swagger's squad. He's still here though. All the tanks are alive. Lieutenant Rower is chilling. Let's go explore his area. Why are my boys not with me? What's regroup? Is there a regroup button? Pathing perhaps is the problem. All right, let's go. Oh, we got something on the sonar right there. It is a enemy. Is it enemy Jim? I don't think he sees us though. Fuck, dude. No, brother, why are you going in there? I got him. All right, there's gonna be a gun. All right, we got a bazooka boy over there. And that's probably another gun cannon over, or gun tank over there. Was that a beam rifle? Lieutenant Rower, what are you doing down here?
Enemy.
Bro, wait, those rifles are one-shots? Kill it! Kill it! Nice. He craves blood.
Enemy retreat confirmed. We won.
Full disclosure, I didn't know that the assault rifles that I gave Lieutenant Rower would one-shot gyms. That's actually pretty cool. Those aren't beam rifles. They're solid. They're physical weapons. I just didn't think they would one-shot them.
Our unit was instrumental in successfully protecting the defense line from the enemy. Though the battles would get tougher, it looked like we could hold out for now. But for how long?
All right, not too bad. I'm going to say A, best case scenario. Yeah. I think the mission took too long is the problem.
December 13th. The Federation has intensified their attack. It is now only a matter of time before California base is besieged. During this time, the base was sending soldiers, officers, and supplies into outer space, using every ship capable of escaping Earth's atmosphere, until there was only one HLV left. In order to ensure that the last vessel would be sent safely into space, someone had to remain on Earth to protect the launch pad. Some were in favor of sending us into space, but without us, there was little chance of the launch pad being adequately protected. The battle strength of California base, once the largest in North America, had dwindled to nothing. I made the decision to remain behind. As long as comrades were still fighting on Earth's soil, I would never step foot off this planet.
This is the final stage of our relocation of officers, soldiers, and supplies from the North American region into outer space. I thank you all for your great work. This will be the last HLV to launch from California base. I had originally planned to have you all board the vessel, but it doesn't seem possible now. The Federation forces are approaching, and they intend to keep the last HLV from lifting off. We must form a defense unit using volunteers. Inform your personnel that this is a volunteer mission, and to give it some thought before they decide.
So, I don't know if you guys remember, if you watched Gundam Requiem for Vengeance, or whatever it was called, the Midnight Fenrir Squad shows up towards the end of the show, which I think was only 6 episodes, so it's not like it's that far in, really. And if I'm recalling, they struggle fighting the Gundam that's from that show. As you can see here, at this point, the Midnight Fenrir Squad has a lot of experience fighting Zeon mobile suits, and they wouldn't have had a problem fighting those units from Requiem for Vengeance, but whatever. That's just a small gripe. They also showed up with the 2 Goof Customs, right? So they would have bodied them, but it's fine. Idiots like him are the reason Zeon lost the war. Half their forces were stuck on Earth all the way until 96, right? The final battle of the show had a battle like this mission. Yeah, it wasn't good, Kenny. That's why you weren't impressed. Yeah, it did retry. But yeah, so we're going to defend the HLV. But before we do that, we are going to wrap this episode up right here for YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Zeonic Front. Next time, we're going to make sure our buddies get to space. I'll see you then. Peace.